Okay, so I've created a little script that will prepare your flash drive with the newest Arch ISO and make it bootable. So you don't need Ventoy or Balena Etcher or anything like that. Because I install a lot of Arch VMs for testing and so on, I break them, so I constantly need to create new ones. I play around with the installation side of it, so yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. So all I did is I put these files on my GitHub. It's Arch to USB, so that little script prepares the USB. Then I can just go and curl it onto my machine and run it. So it's a very simple script. It will basically just prepare the flash drive, check if there's any weird partitions on there, and just strips everything from it before it copies the ISO files to it and make it bootable. Yeah, so this is just the preparation side, and then this is the actual command that will copy the ISO file. This one little command, and it does it. So once that is done, you can just put it into your physical machine or a VM, and obviously you have to create a blank VM and attach your USB drive. So if you don't have a drive, just say add hardware. This is libvirt manager. And then as you can see here, USB host device, and then select your flash drive here. Right, once selected, you go to your boot options and just put your USB first. I think it will work second as well. It will just drop down to it. But yeah, just make sure it's selected. And now it's already good. And then run it. It should boot into the stick, as you can see. And then obviously you know what to do from there. Just type in Arch install. So what's nice about this is there's not a lot of steps. You basically run the script, it gets the newest Arch ISO, and yeah, you just boot it up and run your stuff. Where if you do it with Ventoy, you're gonna have to go find the newest Arch ISO. I mean, who remembers that website anyway? Where it is. Anyway, you're gonna have to download the ISO, save it, and then go download Ventoy Balena Etcher, then install it, and then copy the ISO file over the stick, and then boot it. And then with Ventoy, there's two menus that you have to go through, two Ventoy menus. With this, there's no menus, you just do it. As you can see, it's busy doing its thing. It's gonna drop into terminal, and then that's it. You start your install. Obviously, Arch install, and you go through the menu, choosing your stuff, and that is basically it. Easy peasy. And then I included another file here. So let's just open, let's just close that, open a terminal, kitty. And so basically just call this onto your machine. It's new install. I've made a video of this before. So if I copy this as is, copy, paste it in, it's going to check your system for an update because it needs to update before installing anything. So basically this is just a menu to install the usual suspects of software that you need. It's stuff that I need from the start when on a new install. So anything else I can install later, but these ones I need from the start. So like Yay, obviously Brave. This is Brave Origin, the stripped down version of Brave. And then I'm not sure if, I think Kitty is installed by default on Arch anyway, if you're installing Hyprland and so on. Obviously Kate, I'm using Kate. There is a background, a wallpaper manager, SWWW. And in Snapper, this is a snapshot taker, very good. So Snapper is the program. Snapback automatically takes snapshots after, before and after each Arch update. And then grab BTRFS, takes that snapshots and put it in your grab boot menu. so that you can easily access them when something goes wrong. Then just hyperpoll kit agent, that's just for security and so on. Then I just included the Hyprland Lua file, because if you're running on Hyprland, you're gonna have to change over to Lua and not conf anymore. So basically just takes a template straight from Hyprland's GitHub page and copies it to .config hyper folder. It copies there. Just see if it's there. Config hyper, yeah, there it is. So it's basically just a Lua template. Let me see it. Just close all this other stuff. There's my normal conf file, and here's the template Lua file. So now I can just start working on it, you know, start copying stuff over and converting them or whatever. So that's basically what that. If you choose 12, it will just copy the template straight to the right folder. And then UFW, the firewall, basic firewall, open SSH, and that's it. That's programs that I need. But I mean, you can add to the list. Just add it to the script if you know how to do that. So yeah, this makes it a little bit easier. I think it's nice. So yeah, like and subscribe, and good.